Hello boys and girls, and welcome to Color Carpet Time. This is that wonderful time of day that we gather around that big color carpet in our class. We have a seat, we listen really well, and we practice letters and the sounds they make and the words that they create and all kinds of other cool things. Let's get started. A lot to get to today, boys and girls, including we need to do some practice for our Friday Mrs. Duck Sight Word Challenge. Yes, you do. What was that? Okay, so let's get started with some segmenting and adding sounds, but this one's going to be different. Because a lot of times I have you add a sound to the beginning of the word. Guess what? We're going to add a sound to the end of the word. That's right. So we take a word like go. Go, right? Just go. And I want you to add t to the end of go. And what do you get? Add a t to the end of go. And what do you have? Goat. Goat. You have goat. Alright? How about, let's try way. Let's try way. Like this is the way. Add a t to the end of way. And what do you get? Wait. What word is that? Wait. Wait. That is wait. Good. Now, how about bow? Bow, like a bow in your hair. Add an ul to the end of bow. Bowl. 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 Is that bowl? That is correct. Bowl. Okay, very nice. So we got all kinds of FR and FR, GR words, and we are going to continue with other blends. I have some other blends, and I have these cards to help us figure those out. Who can tell me what this is? That is a brick. Good, that is a brick. And this is the blend that we're looking at today, BR. But that's not the only one. What is that? That's right, it's a crab. There's also CR. So we have BR and CR now. And what about this? What is that called? What is that tool called? It's called a drill. And we have DR. So today we're going to add to our blends list, we're going to add our DR, our CR, and of course our BR. And lucky for you, I have a song. Now this song is called Don't Drop the Crops, and it is a pretty popular one. Yes, it is. Mrs. Duck, what are you doing here? I thought I heard some rattling around there. Yes, it's me, Mrs. Duck. Hello, hello, boys and girls, hello. I hope you're practicing for our challenge later on this week. But I wanted to come by because I love this song. I love Don't Drop the Crops. It is very catchy, and I find myself dancing and singing to it all the time. Wow, really? You like it that much? Yes. Yes, of course. It's a wonderful song. May I watch it with you, boys and girls? Yes? Maybe can I sing with you? Yes? Yay! Here I come. Coming to sit down. Excuse me. Let me just get by you. Okay. Well, I'm glad that Mrs. Duck likes it so much. I heard some shuffling around. I didn't know what it was. It was a little bit distracting. Let's get to our song. This is Don't Drop the Crops. Now, what I want you to do the first time is just to listen. Second time, just to sing along. And then we're going to look at it a third time. And I'm going to give you some different directions then, okay? So this is Don't Drop the Crops.
To this song, it is called Don't Drop the Crops. Follow along.
Bring in all the crops, don't drop the crops. Bring in all the crops, don't drop the crops. First bring in
Listen again and chime in.
Bring in all the crops don't drop the crops. Bring in all the crops don't drop the crops. First bring in the pigs, then bring in the yams. Are there any more crops? Bring in all the crops. Don't drop them, don't drop them.
Okay, what do you guys think? It's good, huh? It's a pretty good song. It's pretty catchy. Why, yes, Mr. T, it's the best song. You really, really like this. Yes, of course. It's so catchy, and I love it. And it's funny when they say, don't drop them, don't drop them. Yes, at the very end, it says, don't drop them, huh? Yes, it does. Well, thank you, boys and girls, for sharing this song with me. But I must be off. I have to go back to lifting weights and looking at our sight words. I'll see you later. Ta-ta. Okay, well, she's going to go lift her weights, I guess. And also go swimming. And also run in the track. Okay. All kinds of stuff. Oh, yeah, and ballet. And bye-bye. And, okay. She's going to be doing a lot. She's a busy duck. All right, let's take a look. I want you to look through here. See if you could pull out any of our new blends. BR, CR, or DR. See if you can find any of them in here, and I'll go through it real slow. And you can always pause it if you'd like. Very good, very good. So we have some new blends now. We have new blends to work with. Now also, before we go today, I want to talk about something else, and that is a couple different phrases. And what's a phrase? It's part of a sentence or something, or a saying, something you'll say. And some of them would be like things that you can count, things that you can actually count. So if I was asking, hey, how many candy bars did you get? I would ask, how many candy bars did you get, right? I'd say, how many? And that would be when I got an answer with a certain amount, or an actual amount. How many? And they would say 12, or 15, or however many there are. Because you can count that, right? How many dogs do you have? Right? How many cups do you have? How many video games do you have? Right? You can give a number for all of those. 5, 10, 0. Well, what happens when you can't give a number for something? When it's something you can't count, like fog. You know, fog was one of our words, our spelling words. Well, can you count fog? No, you can't say I have 1 fog. I have 2 fog. No, it doesn't work like that. So sometimes there's words that we can't count. There's things we can't count. In that case, we can't use how many, because when we have how many, we're saying, we're trying to get an exact answer. We can't get an exact count on certain words. So instead of how many, we say how much. How much fog is there? And you would say a lot or a little, right? It's not a number, right? It's giving an amount without giving an exact amount. So that's the difference between how many and how much. How much fog did you have this morning, right? You can't really count that. Can't really count that. Okay, just wanted to go over that real quick. We'll talk about that some more. But now, boys and girls, it's time to practice our sight words. I have them right over here. And remember, you can always practice at home whenever you'd like if you make your own cards, right? Or you can just watch this video or any one of these videos over and over and over until you get these down, right? Now we've enlisted some more help to come in today. Someone who has been asking over and over to be here. And finally, she was able to make it. Come on up. Are you being, Red, are you being shy? You've been here plenty of times. Red, you okay? Yes, it's just, I'm very excited about the sight words because I have so much fun watching the video and competing against Mrs. Duck that I can't believe I'm actually here. Okay. All right. Well, we're glad you're here. We're glad you're here. Now let's help these boys and girls out. Let's do some sight word practice. Are you ready? Yes, yes, of course I'm ready. Here we go. And, yep. Your, good. Can, excellent. Said, good, Red. Good, Red. Hey, that rhymes. Said and read. There. Yes, that's there. That one is tough. Good job. And finally, use. Yep, there you go. Excellent job. Excellent. All right, boys and girls, remember, you can always play this video again and watch that again to get some more practice. Thank you so much for joining us. Keep on practicing. Find those CR, BR, and DR words. Before we go, I want to say you've been doing a wonderful job. You've been doing working very hard, and I love how excited you are about the challenge every Friday. We'll see you guys real soon. And Mrs. Duck, I can hear her working out right now. She's waiting.